And she's got good reason not to look forward to it.
They could be experiencing -30, -35, -40. There's no wildlife, there's no humans. They've been totally on their own for the best part of 3 weeks in the middle of nowhere.
At that stage, there was the excitement of going to somewhere that was just going to be the 4 of us plus the 2 expedition guides. So I suppose there was different and new challenges from that. So my sort of worries and concerns about the science were really masked by the excitement of flying over a fantastic landscape and something really sort of quite unique.
Probably the most amazing flight I've ever been on. I'm not too worried at this stage. Now seeing it is absolutely beautiful.
We're on our own.
Mr. Wonnacott is too wily a campaigner to panic in the face of such rapid-fire selling. He's been on the phone and arranged to take his bottle to the oldest wine merchants in London. But will he be able to sell it?
I brought you this little bottle, which I found in a flea market in Paris. I'd love to know what you make of it.
Well, it's very pretty. And the first thing I can say is that I think it's old, but not that old.
One of the reasons neuroscience could start to have an impact in schools is because we can now study the brain in much more detail.
Neuroscience is a hot topic at the moment because it is in many ways one of the last great frontiers in biology, and the new techniques that have become available from genetics, from molecular biology, from imaging have now made the brain accessible in a way that it's never been before.
One of these new techniques is called MRI scanning, or magnetic resonance imaging, which actually allows scientists to take a look inside the brain as it works. One man who knows all about MRI is our next scientist to think he can have an impact on schools in the future.
Well, MRI is a big, expensive machine. It's a huge magnet. I'm able to depict very fine-grained the structure of the brain. It's almost like a big microwave without the effect of heating, of course.
I still feel like I haven't quite found my own ideal gentleman. So if I'm not going to meet him in town, I'm going to have to go follow the trail out to the country. Gentlemen are supposed to enjoy outdoor pursuits, so I'm off to Lincolnshire to a point-to-point race meeting. And straight away I see a civil gent. Unfortunately, he turns out to be a horse. Hi, what do you think about civil gent?
It's probably on each way chance.
Okay, what does that mean?
Second, you still get some money back.
Yeah, oh yeah. Are you kidding? That's a deal.
£5 each way.
Thank you.
All the details are on there.
All right, okay. I've never won anything. Thank you. And then I see someone who looks like the kind of man I came to find. Meet the honorary secretary of the Blankney Point to Point. This is Hugo, and this to me is the quintessential gentleman. Look, there, the hat, and then all the way down here. It's very Bertie Wooster, isn't it?
I'm afraid I don't have a Jeeves, but Bertie Wooster will do for me.
How stressed is your school? Are there days when you dream of never having to set foot in school again? All this week we're conducting an ambitious scientific experiment to measure levels of stress across one school. It's Thursday today, day 4, and this van is operating as our observational hide where we can actually look at teachers and school staff as they work. Leading psychologists, physiologists, neurologists and educationalists will be trialling an intelligent vest which reveals live stress levels through instant readings of the teacher's heart and breathing rates. We'll also be measuring their levels of cortisol, the fight or flight hormone. Never before in a normal population have scientists tried to establish if your DNA can make you stress-prone, but our team will be attempting just that. And in yet another world first, we'll be monitoring and recording our teachers' blood pressure every 15 minutes throughout the school day, so our experts can pinpoint extra stressful moments. The 1,000 pupils and 100 staff at King's Langley Secondary School, Hertfordshire, will serve as guinea pigs in our testbed laboratory.
Today, Controller Myers will be trying his best to deal with requests so that 99 remains free to police the carnival, where trouble is brewing. Commanders are getting reports of gangs of young men moving quickly through the crowds. The police call it steaming.
This is a group of people charging through densely populated people, grabbing property from them, robbing them and continuing to charge through, like running a train through the middle of the crowd. They steam through the crowd.
60 hooded, I-63 miles Goldbourne Road, concerned in assault now, towards the bridge.
Yes, we're by me as we go up well, I'm going to turn.
The former, sorry.